This topic is getting relevant by the day. For 50 plus years, people that have questioned authority have been ridiculed, but maybe not this time, because aliens are working with the US government, they say. Drop a like, subscribe, and let's check this out.
Yucca Flat, Nevada, May 19th, 1953. At 5:05 a.m., one of a series of nuclear tests under the umbrella codenamed Upshot Knothole is set off.
And this is what caused it, right?
Within seconds of the blast, a disc-shaped object is seen rapidly descending from the sky, headed south toward Las Vegas, then disappearing into the mountains. Just 2 days after this event, government officials secretly gathered a team of scientists for a curious assignment. They were to investigate the crash.
Did UFO crash in desert near Kingman in 1953? One, if you believe that, two, if you don't, because a 1947 Roswell, New Mexico event involving little green men and unidentified flying objects may garner most of the extraterrestrial storylines, but believers say a lesser known 1953 crash in the desert near Kingman rivals in scale. And that first nuclear blast is what caused their attention. They probably saw like a light in the sky or in space actually, and they probably saw a blast from Earth, and that's what caused them to be curious.
Of an unidentified flying object on the outskirts of Kingman, Arizona, a city 175 miles south of the nuclear test site.
There were 40 engineers that boarded a bus, and they took a long 3.5-hour ride from Phoenix to Kingman. When they got there, it was nighttime.
Of course.
There were MPs on all corners of the craft. It's about a 40-foot diameter dish-shaped craft that was perfectly intact. There wasn't a scratch on it. There were 4 beings associated with this craft, and they shipped it to Groom Lake.
Groom Lake is the Area 51 region in Nevada. When Area 51 was just bare bones, they took the craft and the aliens out to that location in the middle of the Nevada desert because it was so remote.
Yeah.
And around that, they built Area 51.
Damn. And nowadays you hear this, that Area 51 is just basically like a cover-up. It's just a distraction. Aliens, UFO, ET technology that they have is not there. It's basically somewhere else, and Area 51 is just like a punching bag to get all the heat. It's that's what a lot of people believe, that's where everything is at, but it's not the case.
Hidden within a ring of mountains deep in the Nevada desert, Area 51 is a top-secret military installation that has long been rumored to hold evidence of alien technology. And there are even stories that a special facility at Area 51 once held a survivor of the 1953 Kingman UFO crash.
Oh, damn.
An alien entity known as J-Rod.
J-Rod is an alien who allegedly worked at Area 51 over a period of years, and it was J-Rod's mission or duty to help reverse engineer technology that was apparently from the 1953 Kingman UFO crash.
If that is true, right? Like, I'm trying to make sense of this situation. How is it possible that we understood them? It's like, we cannot even speak to a dog. Yeah, they understand, but can they actually speak to us? Not really, right? So how is it possible? I know telepathic communication is something that some of you are like, yes, because telepathic. I don't know about that one, man. I don't know about that one. How is it possible?
J-Rod was one of the crash survivors and worked directly with our own government.
Did they speak English? Or
Captain Bill Uhouse, a former Navy pilot who later worked for the U.S. Air Force performing experimental testing on aircraft, was assigned to Area 51 in the mid-1960s. And he claims that he not only studied the craft that allegedly crashed in Kingman, Arizona, but also had direct contact with J-Rod.
Damn,
we had a long period of introduction into meeting, you know, an alien. And I called him J-Rod That's the name that the linguist gave him. And he would talk, but he'd sound just like, if you spoke, he'd sound like you.
What?
You know, he's like one of these.
So if this man is to be believed, that means they really spoke English. Holy. Okay, maybe they had a built-in translator.
You know, but he'd try and answer your question, you know. Basically, it was only engineering advice or science advice.
There's also another whistleblower by the name of Dan Burish. And Dan Burish said that he was hired as a microbiologist to basically care for J-Rod, ensuring that he remained healthy.
Damn.
And this went on for years and years and years.
According to Dan Burish and Bill Uhouse, J-Rod was housed in a special underground chamber at Area 51.
Here's the thing, right? The fact that he said that they spoke English, or he would speak like a person like you, this kind of reminded me and brought me back to the time when there was a Canadian defense minister, I believe. He recently passed away, maybe not even recently, it's been a minute, RIP to him. I don't know his name, but if you know, you probably know who I'm talking about. He also did claim that there are multiple different species that are visiting Earth, and I believe one of the species he mentioned look actually like us. They are on Earth, but you wouldn't be able to tell that they are actually aliens. It's as though they are humans, but they're not from here. So the fact that he mentioned that just triggered that memory. I'm reminded of what he said.
And there have been numerous other accounts of extraterrestrials working with the United States government.
There's a lot of stories that
I feel bad for the aliens that are working with the government, though. You know,
we've worked with the aliens at Area 51, or some say at a base nearby, kind of in the desert out there. And we've been working with them in underground labs, and they have been sharing information for us to enhance our technologies.
I feel bad for the aliens, man.
That the United States government has met with and worked with entities like J-Rod and other alien visitors since at least the 1950s. According to UFO researchers, there is evidence that extraterrestrials have not only been held at secret military bases, but have even met face-to-face with the commander-in-chief inside the walls.
I feel like that we should just stop saying 50 years. It's more like 70 years right now, right? Let's just be objective here. But click on this video on the screen. This is something they don't want you seeing, guys. And on the left, that's another one, man. The night is still young, guys. Check these videos out. They don't want you seeing that, and I will see you right there.